I was trying to put you in Mary's shoes. I didn't realize at the time. Hope you can forgive me.
Of course.
Your friendship is very special to me.
No reason why we can't stay friends.
You're great company as a flatmate, Joan, and frankly, I reckon you think that I'm not half bad for an old golfing hack. What do you say?
Connor's just turned up in the rec room.
Yeah? She's chucked it in?
The bloody opposite. They're treating her like she was the one who done Jonesy, not the other way round.
How come?
The scams. They reckon she's all right because she give them a good time. You know, taking Adams down a notch and pulling that bomb trick on the freak.
Yeah? Well, all that's going to change as soon as they end up losing their privileges because of it. Those bitches won't want to know once I set her up with this. Happy viewing, Screws.
I'm not surprised. You are eating for two.
Hey, you'll be as fat as blob features if you don't watch out.
They look real friendly, don't they? They could be up to all sorts of things. Nerds will be laughing on the other side of their faces once the Screws cop a load of that dumb video they made.
Yeah, well, you better hope it doesn't backfire on you.
Of course it won't. Hey, what's that Drongo think she's doing?
What's she up to? Oh, dear. I think we really heard her laughing at her like that.
Come on, she's used to it.
Oh, anyone can be pushed too far. We're always pulling her leg.
Maybe she's changed her spot since yesterday. It has nothing to do with yesterday. I think it's something else.
What are you talking about?
Didn't think you'd be interested.
Alice, we're really sorry if we've upset you. I mean, you're much nicer than that fat officer. You'd have to be. She's a screw.
Yeah, I bet Marty knows all about it too. Oh,
Lexi.
Oh, yeah. Well, I reckon I should have stayed where I was. They're right. You bitches are nothing but a pack of selfish tarts, only out for yourselves.
Alice?
No way. You're all mouth. You're always picking on me. Well, I've had enough.
Hey, come on, you're a bit stroppy,
You're
aren't
nothing
you?
but a bunch of bloody April Fools.
Yeah, well, you didn't fool me. I was just playing along.
Oh, go on. Could have counted all your back fillings your jaw dropped so far.
Probably sending us up.
So let them. We've got 6 on side now, and Connors is still on shaky ground.
You've got to be kidding after the reception she got last night.
She
She's
won't
not.
try anything. Not now she knows Mel can beat her.
Yeah. Good old loony, eh?
You'll be bigger than Ben-Hur.
Yeah, but we've only got 2 hours to take left.
So we'll speed up the action so we can fit it on.
Morning.
Oh, Mrs. Slattery was looking for you. Heading up the pound, I think.
Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry.
G'day. Giving you a hard time, are they?
No, of course not. Patterson, isn't it?
Yeah. Heard they were planning to play a joke on you. You know, April Fools and all.
Well, they better not. Did you happen to see Mrs. Slattery just now?
Oh, no, she went through to admin before Bricky.
Right. Good.
Hey, Mr. Adams, are you going to give any more of them aerobics classes to us who wouldn't muck around?
I'd love to if we get enough women interested.
Oh, great, because I reckon you really know your stuff, and those bitches just don't deserve it, not with what they're planning.
Just what are they planning to do?
Oh, nothing, forget it, eh?
Now, come on. Some more schemes to get at the officers.
Hell, it's worse than that. Just forget I said anything. It was just... Well, I don't want you getting into trouble. Because I reckon you're really ace. So watch out, OK?
Now, slowly off the clutch. At the same time, he's on the accelerator, right? That's it. Slowly, slowly.
Andrew, this is ridiculous. I'm never going to get the hang of it.
Now, come on, try it again. You're not the sort to get up easily.
You're right.
Just take your time.
That's what they said when I did the written test. I finished up biting the pencil in half. I was so nervous.
And you passed with flying colours. Now try it again. Put it in neutral. Start the engine, right? Come on. That's right. That's right. Now slowly. Off the clutch, off the clutch. I'm with you.
Wilkinson, Miss Stout's waiting to view the tape you made.
Oh, good. Coming, Lex?
Patterson stays. I want a word. Out.
What's the matter? I haven't done nothing wrong, have I?
No, of course not. Look, about what we were discussing before.
Oh, you're not going to make me lag, are you?
No, but it's our duty to help prisoners. There's obviously a problem involving you, right?
You, well, sorta.
You can trust me. Just tell me what the problem is. No names. And I'll do whatever I can to help. Fair deal?
You're sure a different kind of screw, eh?
So what is the problem?
Just between you and me?
I swear it.
Well, I hate Dobbin. It's pretty heavy stuff.
Is Connor's giving you trouble?
Oh, hell no. She wants him out too.
Wants who out?
Well, it's not really who. It's drugs. We figured Janet Williams' sister's bringing it in. They're getting real nasty. There could even be a riot if something's not done.
Something will be done, don't worry. There'll be an immediate cell search. And if that
No!
does...
I mean, then they'll know someone's lagged. Couldn't you just nab her when she's bringing the drugs in? Looked like you were just doing a good job then. I mean, stop the supply. We wouldn't be heavied anymore. And look real good for you too, Mr. Adams.
Yes, well, you're right. Well done, Patterson. You're a very wise girl, letting me know.
Go, Ronnie.
Lucky you. All the best jobs.
What are you so chipper about this morning anyway?
Job satisfaction, I suppose.
Well, don't let me hold you up. What the?
Strange bedtime story. We'll see you.
Hang on. It's a uniform. It is. Where on earth? Oh, Rod, get Mrs. Reynolds quickly.
What for? It's probably
It's
just a...
trouble. Somehow they've given me the wrong tape. God, if those women have got their hands on a uniform, anything could happen.
Yeah, you're right. I better get Mrs. Reynolds.
Second thoughts, I'll go. Come on, quick. I want to lock the gate.
What for? I can stay here if you really want
Come
me to.
on, Rod.
Right.
Some bedtime story, all right? Unbelievable.
Now, look, Delia, I wouldn't go off half-cocked. I mean, maybe it was checked by the governor. How else would they get one?
Stole it, sewed it up themselves. Who knows?
Impossible.
Nothing's impossible. You coming through?
No, I've still got my rounds to finish.
Right.
I still say you're wasting your time. I mean, it looked like a play to me. It must be bona fide.
I doubt they'd allow it. And I'd be slipping if I didn't check. Just think how easily one of them could escape with a uniform on the loose.
Where's the machine?
Oh, I can't sew a straight line anyway.
Look out.
Oh, sure, I did it on purpose. Come on, you two.
What's up you today, Roach? You mean who's up her? You lot sucking to the screws now.
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't tell me you haven't seen two of your warriors making goo-goo eyes at the newies.
So?
So they're screws. They're worse than the pigs that put us here.
Now listen here, Roach.
Oh, I'm sick of listening. Look, why don't you work on helping Bongo instead of mouthing off and playing stupid jokes all the time? So tell me that, top dog. Warriors. Pack of bloody juveniles.
It's all right, Rita. Stupid bitch. Bash her bloody brains in.
Hey, you look where you're going or you'll be on a charge. Connors, out here, quick.
Thought you said you had him.
But I did. I mean, he lapped it up.
And now she's gone to the governor thanks to your stupid damn bungle.
Now, hang on a minute, mate. Nance, Laurie out here.
What have they got to do with it?
We didn't bungle, Adams.
What's up?
Someone switched your tape for Laurie's.
Oh, no.
You mean missed out, saw
She saw all right. My uniform. And I can tell you, like, you might think it's a big joke, but it's my career on the line. You can be damn sure I'll deny any story you put forward.
Look, we're going to be in as much trouble as you if we tell how we got the bloody uniform.
Someone's obviously trying to get us into trouble as well.
Wonders who.
Well, whoever it is, it looks like they've succeeded.
Look, did you say the tape was still in the rec room?
Yes, but it's locked up.
Well, then you're just going to have to chip in and help out.
I will not.
You want to save your precious career, you will, mate.
You just tell me why. No, I can't risk any more trouble.
All you have to do is unlock the door and keep neat.
Knit?
Oh, bloody hell, don't they teach you anything at training school?
Definitely Wilkinson, in an officer's uniform.
And you're sure it was the real thing, not a mock-up of some sort?
I didn't look that closely, but... Wait a minute, I just realised.
There was something different about it. It was a trainee's uniform with no Wentworth flash on it.
Morning, Pat. Delia?
Oh, Mrs. Reynolds, there's something I have to show you. Can you come right away?
I'm not sure. Any messages, Pat?
Only Mr. Brewer from Department Accounts. He wants those figures he asked for yesterday.
Oh, God, I'd forgotten. That'll start the day off well.
Yeah, he sounded a bit tense.
Oh, dear. Well, come on, Delia. I'll have to ring him first. You can tell me what the problem is on the way.
Well, I find it a bit hard to believe.
You were right. They did a total swap.
So we wouldn't twig what they'd done. Come on.
God, I wonder what's keeping them.
Maybe they were too late.
We'd have all been hauled off by now if they had.
Well, probably will be anyway, thanks to Maxwell and Williams.
Geez, Roddy better pull it off. I can't wait to see Miss Stout cop it for once.
Poor thing will think she's lost a marble.
Poor thing, nothing. She was going to Reno with her.
Geez, we count on Adams for an awful screw. It's Jackson.
We're going to have to keep him here as long as possible.
Oh, leave it to me.
Oh, look, don't you try any of that. Oh!
Don't usually have that effect.
Oh, it's me finger. Oh, I think I've got a splinter.
Let's have a look.
Oh, geez, it's sore. Look, oh, I think that's it right there.
Can't see anything, Jenkins. Can't see where you could have got a splinter from.
She was scratching her head.
Oh, it's not funny.
Where are the other two?
Toot.
I didn't pass them.
Well, Nancy had to get a hanky too. You probably just missed them.
Phew. Geez, it's awful hot in here, Mr. J. Don't suppose you could do something about getting us a fan, could you?
You could try not standing so close to people, Jenkins. Allow the breeze to circulate a bit.
Oh, jeez, Lurch, where'd you learn to give the gum on back of a Wheaties packet?
Oh, shut up. I kept him here, didn't I?
Yeah, for all of 30 seconds, poor bugger couldn't wait to be off.
What if he goes to the rec room?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Next time, leave it to the experts, eh?
Done.
Good.
Hurry
I'll
up, for
take it
God's
under
sake.
my shirt. I'd like to jam it down
Now,
Maxwell's
let's get
throat.
out of here.
Don't forget to put it safe.
I won't. It's still my job if that tape's ever seen.
Don't worry, we'll wipe it. First chance we get to see yourself right away. It doesn't sound like your uniform all spread in. We have to get you another one.
Go. Off home, are we, Mrs. Slattery?
Yes, thank God. Night shift really knocks me around. And you two certainly get the elephant stamp today, don't you?
Pardon?
That tape showing the women with an officer's uniform.
Don't tell me Delia dragged my name into it. I told her I wanted no part of it. I mean, honestly.
It's either the real thing or an extremely clever imitation.
Either way, it's a huge worry.
Oh, just a minute. I must have rewound it or something.
You sure it's the same tape?
It can't be. But I mean, I locked the gate. You saw for yourself the gate was locked. I know I saw it. I didn't dream it, I swear.
That's all very well, but we still don't have the tape to prove it.
Well, that's what I can't understand. I couldn't have been gone for more than 15 minutes. And that gate was locked. Oh, there was a uniform, Mrs. Reynolds, and it looked like a trainee's uniform with no Wentworth flashes on the shoulders.
Come in.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mrs. Reynolds, but...
Oh, come in. You may be able to help us sort out what happened to this mysterious tape. Delia tells me you both saw Wilkinson in an officer's uniform.
It's been changed for another one. I can't understand
Now,
what
look,
could have
Delia,
happened to it.
I'm sorry, but I can't go along with it.
Go along with what?
I'm sorry, but I think practical jokes have their place, and it's not in a prison. I wish you'd listen to me.
What the hell are you talking about?
I think you'd better tell me the whole story.
Oh, but
Roger.
Mrs. Reynolds?
I've heard your side, Delia. Go ahead.
Well, it's nothing, really, just an April Fool's gag. I must say I was pretty upset when Mrs. Slattery told me you'd gone through with it.
Now, just a minute. You saw that tape too.
The
I
joke's
know what you're
over,
up to,
Delia. I'm sorry, but I did tell you it was stupid.
I don't believe this. The tape was there. He's covering up.
I
for some
value my
reason.
position here
Now,
far
that's
too much.
enough, both of you. Wait outside, Delia. I'll talk to you separately.
Oh, but Mrs.
Later.
Reynolds?
You say you talked to Mrs. Slattery about this.
Well, only after she told me that Delia had mentioned the tape and the uniform. I shouldn't have said
Just a
anything.
minute. Has Mrs. Slattery gone home yet? Good. Tell her I'd like to see her, please. It's important.
I'll make some coffee. I need it after that drive.
Oh, surely I wasn't that bad.
No, you were great. It was the car, I just couldn't keep up with it, that's all. Have you got that list of flats you want to look at?
Yeah, you sure you want to go driving again?
Yes, of course. Besides, I might see something worthwhile investing in.
All right, and as a reward, you can do the driving.
Oh.
I'll get it. Hello. Parker? No. No, I have commitments. No. Can't we meet tomorrow? I see. All right, I will have to make excuses. If you insist. All right. The usual place, 10:30.
Have you worked out the route?
Look, I'm sorry, I can't go.
Oh, something wrong?
No, just, an old friend hit town unexpectedly. I've got to go out for a little while.
Yeah, well, have you got time for coffee before you go?
No, just time to freshen up.
Yeah, well, I'll go through the list and make out an itinerary if you like.
Yeah, thanks.
Then we can get an early start next time.
Yeah, next time.
Well, she came up with the idea on the way to work. I told her I didn't think it was the right thing for us to do in our position, but, well, Delia always did like to have a joke on someone.
Oh?
Well, yes. Harmless stuff most of the time. She gave some of the instructors at the training college a run for their money. If I'd have known that it would lead to...
Explain her being so adamant she saw someone in the uniform.
Frankly, I can't.
Okay, it was a gag. On the other hand, if it was an April Fool's joke, why is she going to such lengths to keep it going?
Oh, Mrs. Slattery, do you know what's got into Rodney this morning?
I'm sorry. I'll have to see what the governor wants first. Well, I've got a fair idea. Wasn't very wise of you, was it? Want to see me, Governor?
Yes, I'd like you to verify something for me. Rodney tells me he didn't know Delia had gone ahead with a practical joke until you told him. Is that true?
He did seem surprised. Got quite upset, actually.
Thank you. That's all.
It's taken his bloody time.
Look, stop worrying. Sucks like that can lie through their teeth and not even blink.
Yeah, maybe. Just wish we knew if Renaud swallowed it or not.
Problem is, if she does, it's Miss Stout who's in trouble.
They wouldn't kick her out, though, would they?
Could do.
Yeah? But that's terrible. All right, she doesn't deserve it. There's one less screw in the machine.
Well, I'd rather see Mr. Adams go.
Oh, I don't know. I reckon we're doing pretty well with him.
Now, yeah. Once he learned the ropes, I reckon he'd give Ferguson a run for her money.
Connors, McCormack.
Hey, how'd it go? She convinced?
She hasn't made up her mind yet. It's up to you two to convince her the other tape didn't exist.
No worries.
It better not be. You got me into this mess. You can get me out.
Now listen here, Buster. We're doing it to save our own necks. You're stupid enough to get stripped. That's your problem.
Yes. Well, come on. Oh, and you too, Wilkinson. You've got a visitor.
It's Gran. Oh, but what about the bedtime stories? Do you think you could quickly check it out for me, Mr. Adams?
It's a bit difficult when it's on the governor's desk.
Well, maybe if I ask her, she might understand and I
really.
could... Yeah. Don't worry, you still got your bit of hero.
Will you two come on?
Hey, give it to Miss Stout from me.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Why do you think Rodney's going to such lengths to deny it?
I don't know. We did have a bit of an argument last night, but I can't see how he could be that petty. Unless it was his uniform.
How on earth would they get it?
I don't know. Unless...
It's all right, I'm on time.
Most commendable. Let's take a little stroll, shall we?
This won't take long.
I've decided you're doing so well, it's time to step up the operation.
In what way?
The hard stuff. The big H, heroin. I want it sold to anyone within a month of release. Top quality, low prices. I'm not interested in profit, just results.
The profits come later.
Get 'em hooked, you've got 'em for life. It's a simple philosophy, but very effective.
Not if they're thrown right back inside for trying to support their habit.
Not our girls. McDermott takes care of that, and very nicely, too.
Parlours.
We're doing 'em a favour. Keeps 'em off the streets and earning.
Yes, well, you've picked the wrong bunny, Parker, because there is no way that I will be party to running heroin.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Look, I agreed to close my eyes to the cocaine, but that is it.
You agreed because you knew that if you didn't, I'd get your bikey friends to convince you. And I still can.
Yeah, well, you can threaten all you like. It's too risky trying to get heroin into Wentworth. You'd finish up losing even your coke trade.
Not with your help. I've got a lot of confidence in you, Ferguson. So much so I'm going to use you to recruit for me. You're going to set up a nice little network of bent screws right up the guts of the prison system. Between us, we're going to corner the market in everything from hard drugs to peanut butter. Now, let's see. You can start with that friend of yours at Blackmore. What's her name? Cynthia Leach.
There is no way that I am putting my head on the chopping block for you or anybody else.
But don't be hasty. Think about it.
I already have. There will be no heroin and no network. You find someone else.
I am very happy with my current employees. Now, you go and think about it. I'm sure you'll see it my way. Morgan, I want you to contact those bikies again. She say no? I think she'll do it. But you know me, rather be safe than sorry.
Oh, that's got to be it, Mrs. Reynolds.
But dear, we're just surmising that that's
But
what
it's the
happened.
only
I haven't got
explanation.
any proof. It's not so easy to get in here.
Funny. I never thought I'd ever have to prove I was telling the truth.
Hard to take, isn't it? I'm afraid it's a fact of life in here. But you must believe that I'll do everything in my power to get that proof. Come in.
Good morning, Mrs. Reynolds.
I wish I could agree with you, McCormack. It's been reported to me that you've used an officer's uniform in one of your video dramas.
I don't know what you're talking about. We haven't made any dramas of Vanessa.
Oh, we've taped actual events in the jail.
Yeah, there's plenty of drama in here. We don't have to make up any.
Just as my officers don't need to invent fictitious reports.
Who said we had a uniform, Mrs. Reynolds?
Well, why don't you take a look at the tapes we already done? They're all there. Lex didn't do a bad job out of Rec the other day with that stripping.
That's enough, Connors. Once, ladies, can't we have the truth, please? If either of you knows anything about this uniform, be honest with me, and I promise you that'll be the end of it. There'll be no charges.
Oh, that's real decent of you, Mrs. Reynolds, but if I got my hands on a uniform, I wouldn't be using it for no play.
All right, wait outside. Officer Radcliffe will take you back to your work areas. I finished with Connors and McCormack. Would you take them back, please? Thank you. We seem to have reached an impasse.
I told you what happened. What the women just said backs it up.
Oh, with respect,
It's all
Governor...
right, Delia. Frankly, I don't agree with your view of Delia's honesty. In fact, I went as far as to check with your supervisor, who doesn't seem to recall Delia playing any practical jokes on anyone.
Well, what I meant by that was
It
that...
was also possible for you to have changed the tapes yourself while you were on rounds.
Where would I have got the other tape from? It's ludicrous to suggest I had
If
anything
the
to...
women in any way persuaded or coerced you into giving them the uniform, I'd advise you to speak up now for your own good.
I don't want to sound disrespectful, Governor, but that's an outrageous assumption.
I don't think so. And I think you've got a lot of explaining to do.
You don't have one shred of evidence to support this theory.
I know people, and I know where they're digging themselves into a hole. Now, for the last time, what happened to that tape?
I told you, I know nothing about it.
Oh, Gran, I'm so glad to see you. I thought you'd never come. Oh, Laura, you know. How's my little Zoe? Is she all right? Is she eating all of veggies? I know she doesn't like carrots, but if you tell her that it's Bunny's very favourite food, she'll eat all the vegetables. Laurie, slow it down and I'll tell you everything. I'm sorry, Gran.
Oh, baby. Now, let's sit down and I'll catch my breath. Oh, that's better.
I'm sorry, Gran.
Well, of course she misses you. But she's been a very good girl. And she's got a new tooth.
A new tooth? Was she sick like last time?
No. One morning, there it was. No trouble.
Oh, well, that's one I missed. But the tooth fairy still came all the same, didn't she?
Of course she did. But she doesn't seem to pay as much these days.
You all right, Gran? Is the money holding out okay?
We're managing, dear, really.
Well, what do you mean managing? I thought you said there was enough there to last until I go to court.
We're quite all right, believe me. But what about you? Now, how are you going? That's what I want to know.
Oh, there's no need to worry about me. I mean, some of the girls here are very nice. And Miss Ferguson's okay. I met her in Queensland. But, Gran, it's you and Zoe that I'm worried about. I know it mustn't be easy. If you need any cash, will you remember Joe? Because I know even though we've had a falling out, I'm sure he would help you in every...
Laurie...
Mum?
It's all right.
Mum? Mr. Jackson, quickly come! I think she's very sick.
It's all right, don't panic. Mrs. Wilkinson, I want you to blow out and then breathe in very slowly. That's right, come on. And again. And again. Right. Now, very slowly, we'll take your mother to see Sister Hall.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I think I should take it up with your supervisor.
I understand. I only hope you'll be fair and put forward both sides.
Don't worry, I shall. Come in.
Sorry, Mrs. Reynolds. Sister asked me to get you. Wilkinson's mother's just had a bad turn.
Right. In the meantime, I expect the two of you to behave like professionals and not let any of this tension show in front of the women. Is that clear?
Of course.
Yes, Governor. Thank you.
I'll speak to you both later.
What's going on?
Tell you later.
Staff room, now. Just tell me why you did it.
Oh, give up, Delia. You don't have to keep the act up in front of me.
I don't have to keep the act up. Listen, mate, I don't know what sort of trick you're trying to pull, but you're making it 10 times worse for yourself. The governor doesn't believe you. Can't you get that through your thick head?
Oh, come on. She made a decision without a shred of evidence. I mean, how sexist can you get?
Sexist?
The only reason she took your word against mine, females sticking together.
I don't believe this. She's going to be all right, isn't she? All she did was run for the bus. I mean, that's what brought it on.
I really don't know. Sister shouldn't be long, though.
She's got to be all right. She has to. My poor Sally, my poor Gran. What'll I do? Is she all right?
You can go in now.
I mean, she is going to be all right, isn't she?
I'm afraid she's a very sick woman. Sister contacted her doctor and they both agree she should go to hospital straight away.
She can't do that. She's taking care of Zoe until I get out. I mean, there won't be anyone to look after Zoe.
Welfare will find someone to look after her.
No! I'll put her in a home. I'm not having her go through that.
There may be no alternative. Your mother's much too old to look after a young baby.
Can I see her?
Yes, of course. You'd supervise Mr. Jackson.
Right.
Silly old biddy, aren't I?
Gran, Mrs. Reynolds said you have to go to hospital. You're not that sick, are you? Please tell me you're not that sick.
Of course not, love. You know what these people are like. Mountains out of molehills.
Oh, good, Gran. I was just so scared. I know you're not well, but if you can just hang on, it won't be long till my court case comes up. And I'll get out. I know I will. But if you go to hospital, Zoe will have to go into a home.
Oh, love, I'd never let that happen to our Zoe. I know what a terrible mistake it was, leaving you in one of those places.
It wasn't your fault, Gran. It's just that it's different with Zoe. I just couldn't bear the thought of my little princess going into a place like that. I mean, they're awful, Gran. I just cried and cried waiting for you to come and get
Laurie,
me.
Please, love. I promised you I'd look after Zoe, and I will. Now, come on. Stop fretting.
Gran, when I get out and I'll get some money together, you're going to go to one of those lovely places in the country and you're going to get so well again.
That's my girl. Now, don't worry. She's our little treasure and...
Gran! 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 It's Gran!
She'd better be here. Bastard sending us out there at this hour.
Parker's a bastard any time of the day.
Sooner we spring Bongo and Grub, the better. Then we can stick it up him too.
Yeah, well, keep your shirt on. Still going to take us a few weeks to organise. Meantime, we can have some fun with the Ferguson bitch.
Yeah, still however slasher.
Yes?
Ferguson home.
Why?
Just get the bitch out of here. Hey, Ferguson!
Now, just a minute. You can't come here and
It's all
start...
right. I can handle it.
You sure?
Yes.
hear you've been misbehaving again, Fergus.
What do you want?
Your new boss sent us round with a message.
Right, well, what is it? Then get out of here and don't ever come to this address again.
Might have to.
Yeah. Parker reckons if you don't come round to his way of thinking, your friend here is going to get a one-way ticket to the cemetery.
And he wants his answer now. Same place. That's the message.
See you around, bitch.
And do us a favour, eh? Tell Parker to get stuffed. Then you're ours, slag bag.
Sorry, Andrew. It's nothing to worry about.
Oh, come on. It's just got anything to do with your house burning down. I mean, they were bikies, weren't they?
What's that got to do with it?
Well, if they're still hassling you, tell the police. For all we know, they're the ones that did it.
Andrew, please, just stay out of it.
Look, you're worried sick. I can see it. Now, let me call the police and put paid to the whole thing.
Don't be ridiculous. Animals like that are an occupational hazard in my line of work. It happens all the time.
That doesn't mean they should get away with it.
They won't. I can handle it without going to the police. God, they'd never get any peace if every prison officer bothered them each time an ex-crim turned up on the doorstep.
Do you think it's wise going out so soon?
Yes, I have to see someone. Sorry, just stay out of it, please.
Yes, I'd like to speak to somebody about some threats that have been made against a friend of mine.
And so it's up to you, Delia. I can take it further or we can drop it. But before you give me your answer, you should be prepared for the fact that the training school may favour Rodney's story.
Especially with no proof to back yours up.
I'm sure I have no trouble convincing them.
Good. Rodney, this is your opportunity to admit that you made a mistake.
I'm sorry you don't believe me, Governor, but I'd be lying if I changed my story now.
Then I'll draft a full report for your supervisors. Thank you, Delia. Rodney, you wait. I'd like a word with you. Yes? Well, then we'll just have to leave it to a doctor. Did reception call her a taxi? Thanks, sister. Is there anything you'd like to talk over now we're alone?
No. I'd just like to say that I'm sorry that Delia felt it necessary to stick to her story. I didn't think she was a competitive type.
I don't think she is.
Well, what I meant was we're both out for the same thing, to be good officers, right?
I thought when you came here you were excellent officer material. Obviously, I was wrong. That'll be all.
Yes, Governor.
She's really very sick. I just don't know what to do.
Well, all you can do is hope and pray your trial comes up soon and that you get off.
Oh, I will. I'm sure I will. I just feel so dreadful, Nancy.
Oh, come on, love. It's not going to do any good getting upset, is it? And your mum can't be that bad, or she would go into hospital.
She won't do that. If she did, they'd have to put Zoe in a home. She won't do that. She can't.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be for long.
No. I was in one of those once. I was just 4 years old, and Gran had to leave me there for 6 months while she got on her feet. It was an awful place. It was a dirty, dirty dungeon, and I swear that matron was a witch.
Come on, Laurie. You know, even if the worst came to the worst, they wouldn't put her anywhere like that. And heavens, that was ages ago. Homes these days are lovely.
It's all my fault. If those silly detectives hadn't found me, I'd still be there to look after Gran and Zoe. And we'd still be a family. And Keith would still be there. And I'd have my Zoe. Oh, Nancy, I want my baby so much. I want my baby.
beauty, Red, will drive her nuts.
I still reckon a bashing wouldn't go astray. Hell, Looney's in the pound. Why not go for it?
Because Reno would cotton on straight away if there was any trouble.
Yeah, and knowing William, she'd scream like a stuck pig. She just walked in.
G'day. Heard you and McCormick got the treatment this morning.
Well, you heard wrong then, Williams, because Reno just wanted to let us know how good Laurie's story tape came.
Yeah. Reckons we can go ahead with the messages anytime. Won't even bother checking them.
Whatever turns you on. I'd rather do it in person.
Your sister coming today, is she?
Mind your own business.
Look at her. Stupid bitch.
Wait till Roddy puts the notches on the visit. You can really bust a gut then, Luke.
Yeah, jeez, it's going to be a bloody beaut day, eh?
Something went wrong. It must have.
What are you talking about now?
That scum in there. They reckon they didn't get had for the tape. Hey, we had a mail drop already.
No.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're still mooning over your old man. He did you a favour packing it into Perth. Bloody wimp, if you ask me.
I didn't. So why don't you crawl back into your hole?
Listen here, Lady Muck. I'm getting pretty sick of you treating me like a dog turd. I'm doing all the bloody work lately, so watch your mouth or I'm telling the freak that you...
Yes, go on. You'll tell her what?
Forget it. Just mouthing off. Oh, but look, Kath, we're supposed to be getting Connors and I'm the only one doing anything.
You're getting another drop this afternoon?
Yeah, sure. Sandy's bringing it.
Then there are no problems. I've got a plan that'll break Connors once and for all.
Yeah?
Now get out.
Well, aren't you going to tell me?
Not till it's time. I can't risk you blabbing it to those half-wits that follow you around.
Oh, yeah, sure. I bet you haven't got any plan at all. Look, I might have stuffed up the video, but at least I'm trying.
Get out, Janet.
You bet. You're starting to give me the A-grade irrits. Save yourself some from the next deal. Might make you bloody human again.
Oh, good. Right on time.
Punctuality's an important part of being an efficient officer.
Oh, sure. Well, here you are. Everything's up to date. Oh, you have to check the invoices off before you send them off to accounts.
Fine. You don't know where this afternoon's visitors book is, do you?
Top left-hand drawer, in here. Watch Morgan's boyfriend. Tries to smuggle in pornographic magazines.
Don't worry, nothing will get past me. Williams.
You really take the cake, mate.
What's up, you?
Delia just told me what happened. I mean, how low can you get?
Do you want to hear my version?
I've heard it. All I can say is I hope they throw you out in your ear.
Not likely to, old buddy. My track record's going to prove too good.
Oh, don't bet on it. Not even you can suck your way out of loaning your bloody uniform.
You don't give me much choice, do you?
I'm calling in a debt, Ferguson, and I don't like people who renege.
You do anything to harm Andrew Hinton, and I will go straight to the police.
With what? The only concrete thing you've got to show them is a drug scam at Wentworth, which you're running. Oh, no. You won't go to the cops. Stop wasting time and get on with it. Let's go.
I wish you'd tell me what's wrong.
Sorry, I can't.
It's more than you can handle, isn't it?
It's a problem, but it can be solved.
Depends who you're dealing with. I called the police.
You did what?
I had to.
You had no right. I told you I could handle it myself.
Not on your own. My God, they've already burnt down your house. There's no telling what they're going to do next.
You don't know what you're talking about. All right, it's a dangerous situation, yes, and calling the police is the worst thing you could have done. I'm sorry.
Look, if you could just tell me, I might be able to help.
No, it's best if you don't know anything. Not yet. And if you really want to help, you'll call the police right back and tell them there's nothing to worry about.
Joan, I really...
Andrew, I mean it. If they come into it now, it'll mean more trouble than ever.
All right. But you're wrong about trying to handle this on your own. You need to talk to somebody about it.
Andrew, please. Just do it. Tonight. I'll tell you about it tonight. Sorry, I'm late for work as it is.
Thank God she believed me, because I haven't got a shred of proof.
It's incredible.
You believed him yesterday.
Marty, I said I believe you could have been overreacting. Now, it has happened from time to time.
Yeah, okay.
It's obvious Rodney's the type who wouldn't think twice about lying to avoid trouble.
Oh, he's a past master. I can understand why this time. I mean, that had to be his uniform they were using. That'd be an instant pink slip, wouldn't it?
Oh, more than likely, especially as he attempted to cover it up.
Well, God, I don't know. He tried so damned hard to make a good impression.
Well, he still is. I passed him on the way in.
Oily bastard.
Oh, come on, Marty. You can't help feeling sorry for someone like that.
I can. Hell, he's an A1 creep. How can you have sympathy for someone who just lied through his teeth to give you a bad report?
Because the silly fool can't help himself. That's Rod.
Well, let's hope Anne's report is accepted at the training school.
Touch Lemonix, it's his word against mine.
Well, I think there's every chance it'll be resolved in your favour.
I hope you're right.
Well, I'll see you both later. I'm off to B block. Bye.
Bye.
What we need is proof.
Pardon?
Proof the other tape existed. And I think I know how I can get it.
What the hell are you talking about? Marty, don't do anything stupid.
Who, me?
Look, I tell you, I still don't believe him. They must have cottoned on and switched him back again. Either that or you put the wrong tape in Laurie's room. No bloody way. Look at them. Cretins. Next time I'll make sure they go for a row. Just leave it, will you? What? To you? We'd be here to bloody Christmas. The freak wants Connors toppled, remember? Just shut up. I'm sick to death of the whole bloody business.
Hey, where you going? Tucker's real good.
Looks like we upset the apple cart. Williams hasn't got a clue what happened.
Jenkins? You all right?
Yes, you're Mr. Jackson.
I was wondering if we could have a chat in the gym after lunch.
Oh, yeah, sure. Anything you say.
Good. See you, ladies.
Looks like you did it, eh, Lurch?
Yeah, you just take it easy. Probably just wants to get info out of him, get me scared.
I'll trade him. You will not, Lurch.
You
No
listen
more
to me. I'm
butt.
not having any of you mucking around.
Then gone on to our supplier. I want to double the quota as from now.
Right. I just hope we can trust her. Screws are a different breed.
Not this one. Too much to lose. And if she makes a liar out of me, her boyfriend's history. That ought to show we mean business. Give us those parlour figures again, Morgan. It's about time we look for something to put some profits into.
G'day, I want to see Janet Williams. I'm her sister.
Yes, right. Just sign in over there.
Thought Miss Ferguson was on.
Not yet. Sign in, please.
Yeah.
Afternoon, Miss Ferguson. Hope you bought a note.
Pardon?
Thought you were due on half an hour ago. Still, doesn't hurt once in a while, does it? Yes, Roger. Nice day, Roger.
I take it these are for your sister?
Didn't even know they were in there. Someone must have dropped them in my bag.
I'm sure they did. Yes? Good. Thank you, Mrs. Radcliffe. The police are on their way. Take her down to the interview room, Mr. Adams.
But I told you I was set up.
And lock her in.
Yeah, that'd be right. Bloody guilty till you're proven innocent.
That's up to the police.
I gotta make a call.
I don't think you're in any position to make demands, Williams.
I'm not demanding, I'm asking. I can ring my solicitor to meet me down the cop shop, can't I?
All right, one call and then take her down.
Yes, Governor.
Sorry I'm late.
I'll say you missed all the excitement.
What?
Young Adams caught Janet Williams' sister trying to smuggle drugs in. Just rang her solicitor. That's a joke.
What do you mean?
Well, you should have heard her mouthing off at him. Probably her boss. From the sound of it, she's in trouble from both sides of the law.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines.